I'm Hannah Wolfart with this Eye on the Eagles summer update. AU Wrestling finished last season second among NCAA Division I institutions in cumulative team GPA, along with 4 wrestlers selected on the National Wrestling Coaches Division I Scholar All-American team. AU Wrestling head coach Teague Moore will continue to lead the way for more success on and off the mat.
I felt like we had a very successful season, not only what we did on the wrestling mats, but academically and getting some of our graduates into some really good situations after school and moving some other guys up into their master's programs while they're here. So overall, I felt like our team and our program really gelled extremely well. You know, there was a little disappointment. We took 4 guys to the national championships and we didn't get the results that we quite wanted. But at the end of the day, the overall movement of the program was very positive, and I felt like we developed and we got better. So the Eagles Club, for our program, it's extraordinarily important threefold, right? The Eagles Club supports us so that we can go and recruit the right type of student athlete that's going to excel here at American. And that's usually a unique situation. It's a unique type of kid that can come in, excel on the wrestling mats, and then go into the classroom and also excel in the classroom. And in our second highest GPA in the country, alludes to the type of kids that we brought into the program, and they can keep that balance well. The second part of that Eagles Club support is the team that we have, the program that we have, making sure that we can get our student athletes to the competitions that we need to, go through the type of training that we need. That Eagles Club supports helps that happen day in and day out while we're in season and while we're out of season. The third piece that the Eagles Club supports us with is it keeps our alumni engaged. It gives us the ability to go and do events. Last year we had 5 events where we were able to engage with our alumni, and whether it's a social after an event, home or away, or it's something we're doing on the road to bring our alumni back around the program, those are special things that if we didn't have the Eagles Club and their support, we wouldn't bring the right type of student athlete in. We wouldn't be able to give them the things that they need to succeed while they're here. And then when they're finished, keeping them engaged and excited about what's going on with AU Wrestling. So we have a really unique situation. Being in Washington, D.C., the guys that are in our program currently have opportunities. American University, per capita of students, offers the most internships per students on a campus of anywhere in the country. So it's really unique. We take advantage of that. So there's a number of our guys that are living and working over the summertime here in Washington, D.C. They get their feet wet in the professional career, the field that they may want to go down and do as a professional. But it also gives us the ability, we have a summer club that we do, DC Athletic Club, here at American University. So it allows the wrestling community, not just AU wrestlers, but your high schoolers, your college athletes, post-college athletes, to come in and continue working throughout the summertime. So it allows me to engage the wrestling community. It keeps our wrestlers active throughout the summer. It falls in all the rules that we need to, so they can develop professionally with their internships or part-time jobs. Some of our guys even stick around and do summer classes, and it also gives them the ability to continue to improve as an athlete. And so summertime's been a big part of our program development for those guys that are deciding to take steps on the wrestling mat and move further. Summertime becomes a big piece for American University Wrestling to make that happen. For the development of anyone that's coming into the college scene, you've got to compete against the best if you want to beat the best, right? So our ability to go out to the Las Vegas Invitational or the Midlands or the dual meets that we get to have, right? Like a few years ago, we had North Carolina and Wyoming coming into town. Next year we'll be heading to Penn State. And so those are the outside of conference opponents. For us to be able to have the ability to go where we need to go to see those type of teams and the nationally ranked opponents, that's big because that gives our athletes the chance to establish themselves in the national rankings and get the RPIs that they need so they can earn spots for our conference. It's really important. Within our conference, teams like Lehigh, in Cornell and the other EIWA programs that we compete against, the ebb and flow of the seasons and who we need to compete with and know these are the guys that we're going to have to beat to get to the national tournament and compete at the national tournament the schedule that we keep and the ability for us to go and compete against those type of teams, it's huge. It kind of goes back to what I was saying about the Eagles Club, that the university and the department gives us the means to do it, but people are also recognizing that AU wrestling is moving up in the national rankings, and it gives us the chance to go and compete against a Penn State or travel out to see a North Carolina and a Wyoming. Those are big things for us to be able to take part in. So this season's kind of interesting. We graduated 3 of our starters. So Josh Terrell, Jack Muchnick, Michael Sprague, they've moved on. They're working professionally. They're doing really well for themselves individually. We needed to fill those holes, right? So this year's team that we'll see coming in, we were able to pick up a transfer from Michigan and a transfer from Iowa Central Junior College. So Sal Profaci's finished up his undergrad at Michigan. He's going to be coming in and competing for us next year to fill in one of those weight classes that we lost a guy. Ethan Karsten was a junior college national champ that'll be coming in and again, helping boost some of those places that we lost some graduates. Now, if you look at the returners that we have, Gage Curry's now a 2-time NCAA qualifier. Tanner Harvey made it at 184. Those guys are back for us. We also had Keyshawn Clark that placed in the EIWA Conference Championships. So these guys are performing well. We want to do bigger and better things. These guys want to be on the podium at the national championships. We believe with the returning athletes that we have, the work they're putting in, and the additions that we brought in from some of these transfers and some of our freshmen that will be in this year. We picked up a freshman, Connor Bourne from Nevada, that's placed in the national tournaments, age group tournaments. So bringing in those new faces, mixing them in with our athletes that not only did it on the mat, but we ended up with the 2nd highest GPA in college wrestling, which was huge. 8 of our 10 starters made the conference academic All-American standards, and then we had 4 academic All-Americans for the NWCA, for the national level. So I feel like this year's group, you're going to see some new faces, but those that are returning for us, I really felt like they put a good summer in, and they're continuing to put a good summer in to get stronger, to get faster, learn better technique, and be ready to compete. Even Anthony Wokash, who was our 165-pounder last year, earned an All-American status at the U23 Freestyle Nationals. So these are good benchmarks for us to be hitting outside of season, and it also prepares us and it excites me as a coach for what we're going to have coming in 2019, 2020, 2021. For me, I'm just grateful and I'm appreciative that American University has given me the chance to extend my contract for another 4 years. I'm very excited to be able to coach the type of student athlete that we have here at American University. I feel like Dr. Billy Walker, our athletic director, is leading us in the right way. He wants athletes that can excel on the playing fields, on the wrestling mat, but then they're also doing it in the classroom. And the character qualities with those student athletes we're working with are exceptional. I love being able to work with guys like this that have high aspirations for their life and what they want to attain. They're willing to do the hard work because they know in the end they're going to be able to achieve good things. So, and we just want to find that success that we're capable of. We've fallen short a couple of times in the conference and at the national championships that we're not far off. If we can just make some minor adjustments and get these guys ready to compete and then go and compete to the best of our ability, good things are going to be happening for us.
For more information on AU Wrestling, follow the team on Twitter at AU_wrestling. For Eye on the Eagles, I'm Hannah Wolfart.